Welcome back, everybody. It's another day and another time for reactions. I found this lady called Chat Chat, 2.7 million subscribers on YouTube, and she made a video called Jeremy Fragrance Needs to Be Stopped. So I thought, let's watch it together. I haven't seen it yet, except for the first 5 seconds, but I thought I'll bring it up and see if you guys like this type of content. Spray that like button and leave a comment below. What's your scent of the day? This here is mine. It's called Signature. And it's a very small bottle, obviously, and it's been made by my buddy Richard Arpon in the past. So let's give it a try. Love this scent, nice, fresh, florally. Is it florally? I don't even know. But anyway, let's get into it. Let's check it out. So here's the video.
Oh man, which of these perfumes do I use? I don't know anything about smelling good. If only there was a Polish media personality and businessman who licks bottles here to give me advice.
There you go, you asked for it.
Oh my god, it's a Polish media personality and businessman who licks bottles here to give me advice. Yay! This is a...
Jeremy, bro, I mean, I understand it. He understands the game, but this whole bottle licking thing, please. I mean, the algorithm needs to stop already. The algorithm is going nuts and rewards stuff like this. So stop the licking, dude. I mean, I guess you won't unless the algorithm changes.
a good thing that's happening right now.
Hey guys, do you like smelling things? Do you like getting sprayed on your skin with a liquid and then sniffing that liquid?
By the way, I've never heard of the lady, but obviously she's very successful on YouTube, so respect to you. Chat. I hope that's
And going, top-notch liquid, then you're gonna love Jeremy Fragrance. Jeremy is not a new phenomenon. He's been on the internet way longer than I have. He's been reacted to and discussed before because people can't quite comprehend him as a person or why he does the things
And now you're being reacted to the reaction of the reaction.
that he does. Jeremy Fragrance started out on YouTube as a cologne connoisseur, not a colon connoisseur. He doesn't know shit. And in the beginning, he seemed to be actually helpful. He would review colognes and compare them. Sometimes he would poll people in real life
That was actually his secret sauce, the compliment factor, if you remember that. That wasn't really a thing before.
to see which one they preferred. He was literally conducting field research for noses. He had this suave, confident aura and was always wearing a freshly pressed suit. And most importantly, he only talked about fragrances.
Oat milk is the most similar to mother's milk. It smells so gorgeous. Oh, yeah!
Which makes it very convenient that his real and legal name is Jeremy Fragrance. That's such a coincidence. That's like if my name was Flawless Body and Skin and Hair and Personality.
Fun fact, his name, Jeremy Fragrance, is actually on his passport as an artist name, however.
Because I'm an expert in all of those things. Skip forward a few years to 2024, or don't do it. It's worse here. And recently it's been a little harder to get Jeremy to stay on topic. He does still talk about fragrances every now and then, but not as much as he does things like this.
I gotta tell you guys, I love these reaction videos and how they're being edited. It's just funny. I think it's very entertaining, so props to you guys. Keep it going. Even Jeremy has turned his, I think, Instagram page into a page of edits about himself. So if you have a good one, send it to him.
And when he does do a review, he'll start out talking about the cologne, but then by the end reveal some kind of deep secret about himself. Just like me after having 2.5 Lemonade Trulies.
And the last one I don't talk so much about is Perry Alice 360 Red. I love it, man. It's the dildo of the fragrance industry.
I'm sorry, it's the what of the fragrance industry? I don't think that's necessary, Jeremy. You don't need to use that, especially not when we have today's sponsor. This video
Yeah, well,
was sponsored.
Let's see, sponsorship. Oh, that's stuff. I don't know if I can even talk about this.
Like your toy is yelling at you in Morse code. And if something disastrous ever happens to your toy at the paws of your dog, Balesa will replace it for you at
Oh, okay, dog toy, okay.
And his life journey is that he is looking for a girlfriend. And no one really saw this coming. He's only vaguely alluded to it in the past.
All right, ultimately, of course, I want to have a girlfriend and a wife.
What I want is what I need.
Oh my god. By the way, there's a lot of girls applying to that email. I don't know if you heard about it, but he had this email set up, and it's been quite a crazy ride so far. I'm actually going to meet him either this week or maybe next week in Miami, and later in October I'll be in LA where he's going to be staying. So if you guys are there, let's hang out.
Find somebody. I want a girlfriend, baby, and marry her.
I'm still searching for a girlfriend. Nice.
But now it's finally time for him to find the one and settle down. Love is just in the air. And so is a lot of Dior Sauvage. But when you're a guy like Jeremy, a genuine connection can be hard to find. He's been busy. He's got his own fragrance business to run, and he found Jesus as well.
#1 fragrance icon that follows the teachings of Jesus.
People are always finding that guy. Maybe he doesn't want to be found. If he keeps hiding like that, found you.
No, I thought this was a good spot.
Just found Jesus.
And now you're tweeting it. Of course. Of course you are.
Risen.
Now everyone's gonna know.
I mean, generally, I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's good that he found something that keeps him on his track. He still doesn't take any drugs, according to me, his older brother. I know it's hard to believe. But just the way he intermingles one topic, religion, with his other content, a little problematic to me, especially with me having kids. I don't really want them to see this stuff.
So Jeremy decided to take matters into his own hands and announced that he'd be finding his soulmate with the power of social media.
So I'm looking for a girlfriend. You must be Christian and you must be under 32. I was thinking 35, but let's say under 32.
In his announcement video, he only mentions 2 requirements for being his potential girlfriend. She has to be under 32, even though he's 35. And I can't decide if him only having
I got to tell you, though,
2 specifications is a bad thing or a good thing. On one hand, it seems like you have more requirements for someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. But on the other hand, if this is what you're posting on Instagram, I don't know if you're even allowed to have 2 of them. But as time went on, Jeremy...
On that note, just from personal experience for you guys, if you're looking for a wife or a significant other, I absolutely agree that you do have to have qualifications. You have to come up with a perfect partner. Actually, there's this book, I think it's called 100 Questions You Need to Ask Each Other Before You Get Married, but I didn't do that. But what I'm saying is, I used to be the guy that said, I don't really have a type or anything like that. It is important. Have a type. Think about your values, your goals, and compatibility, because opposites may attract in the beginning, but long term it's a little difficult. It can be very difficult, actually. So you want to be aligned. And the next step is then to become that person yourself that your significant other, your future wife, might want to marry. Okay? So there's always 2 sides. That's just my little rant advice.
We started posting a couple more demands, like, for example, that she needs to be 100% committed to him. He is looking for marriage, so that makes sense. And that she needs to be able to give birth to children, which is a weird thing to specify.
Actually, it's not weird at all, because in today's world, there's a lot of problems and a lot of infertility problems as well. And that's thanks to chemicals, lifestyle, and all these types of things. So it's not weird at all, believe it or not. You don't talk much about it, but there's a lot of problems with fertility and giving birth to children.
What else is she gonna give birth to? Congratulations, Mr. Fragrance.
The baby's here?
Uh-huh. You've got a healthy 1.7 ounces of perfume on your hands.
No! I knew this would happen.
The lighting is different because I had to block out the sun. It was frying me and cooking me, and I'm sweating, and I had sweat in between my boobs and every part. Based on other people's videos, it looks like Jeremy responds to the women he's interested in and requests additional information from them, like their Snapchat usernames. I can't even express how big of a red flag that is. Nothing's...
I don't think my brother is actually on Snapchat. Not sure 100%, but I don't think he is. He doesn't even text.
Says you're ready for marriage and commitment and a family, like asking a woman for her snap. Hey, you want to communicate on the one app that makes communication disappear? If it makes you feel any better, there's also a map that shows me your location 24/7. He also seems to routinely ask them to send videos addressing him directly, probably to verify that they are who they said they were in their application.
Hi, Sophia. I asked for a video of you. Can you send me a video of you saying something like, "Hi, Jeremy"?
And once he has that...
I mean, what's wrong about that? It makes sense, right? He's got like thousands of emails. So I don't think it's too much to ask.
Information, he can move on.
By the way, I'm not condoning. I don't think this is the best way to find a wife. Just saying. But it is what he does. So I'm judging it based on that from my perspective.
On to the more important questions, like how old are you? And are you a virgin?
And is it possible at your age that you're still a virgin, Maria? Is it possible that you are still a virgin?
Why are you
I haven't
asking
seen
that, Jeremy? So yeah,
Well, why are you asking that? What do you think? I mean, come on. Don't... Yeah, because he wants to know. That's important to him. There's a lot of people in the world that that's important to. So, you know.
I want you to be able to have children. I also want you to have zero knowledge about the thing that creates children.
Wrong. Come on.
The only way this would be appropriate for him to ask is if he is a virgin in his mid-30s. He just wants to make sure he's using skill-based matchmaking. They've got to be on the same level.
I like the
Zero.
analogy.
Hey, do you know what you're doing? No. Good, because I fucking don't either. The way he phrases the question, too, somehow makes it even worse. Is it possible that at your age, 30-ish, right, that you have remained pure of soul and body? Kinda weird if you haven't, says me.
Well, by the way, he said you have to be younger than 32, so she might be in her 20s. But again, I know it's probably unlikely to find a virgin these days, especially, you know, in general. But if she's Christian, that's really part of it. That's part of religion if you're really close to it. Obviously, I'm not on the same level of religion. My religion game is not at the same level as my brother's, but it's not that surprising, to be honest with you, okay? I know it's weird in today's world, chat, to talk about this, but it's really part of religion.
Me, I'm saying that. Me, the guy who engages in sexual activities with cologne bottles. And this one, he even
It's a little hypocritical, yeah.
takes a dig at this woman's appearance.
Hey, pretty woman with the intense teeth.
Intense teeth. Jeremy, you have incense teeth.
This is frankincense, and I will eat a bit of this.
You have no
True.
room to talk, literally, because your mouth is so full of things that you're not supposed to put in your mouth. And I really wish it was, but this isn't even the worst thing he sent to someone on Snapchat.
I gotta interrupt your video. I got totally a boner seeing your face and seeing you talk. Totally a boner in my pants, but I'm not going to show it.
What the fuck are
Okay, that was weird, Jeremy. That was weird. I agree.
you doing? You can't send videos like this to someone you don't know who follows you on Instagram because you're a public figure. Also, he mentions here that the video she sent him was of her simply talking, was just of her face, so this reply was completely inappropriate and uninvited. Also,
Not really. I mean, by today's standards, but who cares about today's standards that you adhere to? I do agree he could have said it probably a little bit better to improve his chances, but hey, he's got to live with the consequences. So let's stop being so politically correct all the time. He's just admiring that person, I guess, but it's a weird way to say it. I wouldn't personally say it like that. Don't make such a big fuss about it, chat.
I read her comments, and this girl is 18 years
Okay, that's a little... Yeah, that's... No.
old. 35-year-old man, by the way. And she claims he was fully aware of that fact and even commented on it, calling her ultra young, ultra yuck, ultra ewy. I thought he was looking for someone to have a child with, not an actual child. When he
Well, I mean, 18 is not a child, but I catch your drift for sure. My wife is actually older than me by a few months, but to each their own, I guess. As long as it's legal, but bro. Don't you slide down that scale anymore, man. That's, yeah, figure it out, bro.
He said under 32. I didn't realize he meant as under 32 you can get without him risking jail time. Now we understand why he needs to spray himself with so much cologne. It's because he's a massive piece of shit. Sending videos like this appears to be a pattern for him because it is. He does it a lot.
You're so flirty, just seeing your text makes me, if I can say so, erected.
Even
Oh
going
my
as far as
God.
requesting specific pictures
All right, I can't even, yeah. It's his way of talking, but I'm not defending it. I can't defend that.
or videos from them.
Later, without the top that you're wearing now, would be an interesting picture, Corey.
Are we still following the teachings of Jesus Christ here, Jeremy? I don't know where he taught this. I must have missed that chapter. And on the 8th day, he said, "Thou shalt get thousands of women to add you on Snapchat so that thou can use thy influence."
By the way, it seems like he does have Snapchat, so I have to revert my previous statement. I didn't know he had, but I got taught.
In order to solicit nude pictures of them.
That's so 1995 when it comes to me.
And these are just the cases of him doing this that people have posted, so it's very likely that he does this all the time. But he's looking for a committed woman, guys. He said so. He said it's great when woman is dedicated to man, so that he can be dedicated to aging like a fragrant, skinned, unrefrigerated avocado. It seems like he's always been kind of weird with women based on the fan interaction videos he posts. Jeremy runs into fans a lot. It's almost like he's the one seeking them out.
Curious
His thing
what's
when he
gonna come
runs
out.
into them is to try and guess what kind of fragrance they're wearing, and when it's a guy, it's a pretty normal interaction, but when it's not, he feels the need to make some kind of comment on their physical appearance.
Wow, what a woman. Very attractive woman.
That's true.
Just female Musk.
Your girlfriend? Yeah, this is my girlfriend. Congratulations.
Is it okay that I smell you real quick?
He's got a little bit of a Borat in him.
Basically, he can't see a woman or a girl without trying to flirt with them in some way. So it's safe to say that I have a lot of competition. I don't know what it was, okay? Maybe it's the way his hips thrust in a sporadic, irregular way, or the way he lives so dangerously on edge of the age of consent. But there is just something about him, and
That was
I
a good
can't
one.
live with the regret of never even trying. Just want it noted that I started my quest of trying to get Jeremy to fall in love with me before I figured out he's a terrible person, unworthy of my time. So it's exactly like every dating experience I've ever had. And so
I'm sorry for you, Chad. I hope you'll find the right one.
I shot my shot. I shot my shot on Instagram, and he didn't even look at my story. I shot my shot on Instagram again. I shot so much shots that the state of Tennessee actually tried to protect my rights. But it didn't matter because Jeremy still didn't notice me. So I decided to try and play by the rules. I painstakingly crafted the perfect opening message that no man could decline and then sent it post-haste to his application email. It reads as follows. Dear Jeremy, if that is your real name. It's not, by the way. His name is Daniel. Who does that? Who says their name is something when it's actually something completely different, really, and not that at all? What kind of annoying? My name is not important, and I am a 27-year-old female. Works out semi-regularly and is fertile. Extremely fertile. I have 10 children. I'm also a virgin. Jesus is my number one. You can be my number two, though. I'll call you my little doo-doo. This is what I look like, and I would love to chat with you via FaceTime or Instagram. Please. And then
Well, let me know if you actually want to hook up with Jeremy. I can arrange it. Just kidding.
I waited for days. I didn't even leave my desk. I've been sitting here the whole time. I've peed into every container that can hold pee, and I'm fresh out of containers. Please send help. Or Tupperware. But even after all my efforts, Jeremy didn't respond. What was I doing wrong? I checked all of his boxes. I even gave him a cute nickname. It's cute. It's adorable. The next morning, to my dismay, I saw this on Jeremy's Instagram. Who is...
Yeah, these are weird. These are getting weird, Jeremy. But again, this is all algorithm stuff, you know? This is what people like. This is what they comment on, what they interact with. It's sad, but it is what it is. Can you tell why we're not working together anymore? But I still love him. He's my little brother.
That should be me. That should be my hand being awkwardly put on his face. That should be my foot being awkwardly put on his face. I felt defeated. I'm relieved. Heartbroken. Mostly relieved. But I'll never stop trying. I'll never stop imagining the future we could have had. I'll never forget.
I'm giving up. I'm not trying to get his attention anymore.
Oh.
I don't want to date him or talk to him.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave up.
I approve. She's the one who got away, Jeremy. Yep, touching grass, always good. I like her humor. She's, I can see why she's so popular. You're funny. All right, that was that. Well, very entertaining. I had a fun time watching this. I hope you too. You probably watched it already, rather than seeing it on my tiny channel. But yeah, a couple thoughts. What do you think were the best? Where can you meet your significant other best? I think if you're looking for somebody, first you have to improve yourself and become a person that at least going into the direction that you want your significant other to be with in the future. And then through that process, I have experienced. You'll go to places, you'll meet people, and you do things that will eventually, hopefully, it worked for me, lead you to that one. Whether this is through acquaintances, through friends, through places that you work or travel to, or your hobbies. This worked for me. But let me know in the comments below what you thought. And yeah, hope you enjoyed that. See you in the next one. Bye.